Last night, Khadijah and I went out to ride bikes. Let me tell you, that was a funny thing. First of all, we walked for an hour because we were trying to find something to eat. And then, we decided to get on the bike. I'm saying, Khadijah said 30 minutes. I had the nerve to say an hour. And I'm like, what in the world that I was thinking? But because, it's the beach and I can, enjoy myself, whatever. But when I got back on that bike, okay, the last time I've been on a bike was when I was in LA to see Khadijah graduate. Me, Khadijah, and Deanna went bike riding on the beach. And this time, I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's been so long since I rode a bike or whatnot. But it was like I was a new beginner. And I was getting on the bike. I was wobbly. I was still wobbly the whole time. But it was like, we were kind of driving at night, but they had light, in the path, so we were able to see where we were going. But, there were people out there, it was just different from when I have rode the bike before. So a lot of things that I noticed was, okay, I need to start like really riding a bike more than once out of a couple of years. I need to put it in my routine. Not only is a good exercise technique, but it keeps your mobility, your legs, your muscles. But when you don't utilize your muscles, it's hard. When I got on the bike, I was having to kind of adjust myself, get myself positioned correctly on the bike. But once I got going, I was okay. And then it was like there were times I felt like I was tired, because it was like, okay, can we stop for a minute? We stopped and only 10 minutes had went by, and I was just like, what? It's only 10 minutes? I'm thinking it's like we done drove at least 30 or rode at least 30 minutes, right? So we kept going, and Khadijah kept cheering me along the way. She's like, come on, let's go, let's go. Of course, she was in front of me. And then, there were times I was still wobbly, and I was still, swaying back and forth. And the thing that I got out of that is, just in life, as it is in the natural, so it is in the spirit. When we don't utilize our spiritual muscles, they're weak, and then it's hard, because it is something that we have to continually do. It's a lifestyle. We have to continue the process. We have to continue to read our word. We have to continue to pray. Like, these are things that we have to continually do. And when we don't utilize them, then it's hard to start again. And so what I want to do is encourage you is to continue to grow, continue to empower and inspire yourself so that you can evolve. What are those things that ignite your fire on the inside of you, that motivates you to keep on going? You need to find your why and what that is. What is your reason for being? What is your reason for living? You do have a purpose. There is a reason why you are here on this earth. And so it's time for you to find out what that is. In this season, God is going to allow some things to happen in your life, and you have to be ready for that. So if God causes you or wants you to move and transition in a hurry, are you mentally going to be prepared? Because there's some things that are going to be shifting in your life that you're going to need to maneuver. You can't, without fear, without doubt, without reservation. Like, you are not going to be able to pause and say, hold up and let me think about it. Like, you're going to have to be ready. So are you ready for what God is getting ready to bring forth in your life? So be ready, get into position, get into alignment for what God has called you and what he's calling you to, because there's better on the other side of through. I know we've been, trying to get through this Hurricane Helen, the after effects of it. And this could take years for a lot of us. There have been people that we have lost. But I'm telling you, I know it does not feel good right now. And it is hard. And I haven't even been able to think about or talk about the experience and what has happened and how it has affected me mentally, but I am encouraged today to continue in what God has called me to do. And I want to encourage you. Yes, it is hard. It's not easy right now. And in life, it's not easy. It's a continual process, but we grow from faith to faith, to glory. So we should always be evolving into someone greater than what we were even yesterday. So I hope that you all have a good day, have a blessed day, and come on, we gonna flex them muscles. We gonna utilize those muscles so that we can grow, so that we can create, so that we can evolve into who we were created to be. Let's do this together.